Hey everybody, Mr. Morel here, and we are going to do math? Oh, yeah, we're going to do math by solving systems of inequalities. Now, if you have not done homework for 5.4, or maybe if you have not watched my video for 5.4, you need to go back and do that now. Because the only way to be able to do this worksheet is to be good at doing the worksheet 5.4. So if you need to stop this video and go back and do that, that's great. Otherwise, let's go ahead and truck along. So, level 1 is going to start off with questions just like on 5.4, and then we're going to put them together into a system. So, in the last homework, we were talking about cows getting sick from eating the grass and needing to separate the cows and stuff like that. So, what we're going to do in this worksheet is we're going to talk about boy cows and girl cows. Only, you're going to have to forgive me, I'm from this city. I just barely learned, I think, that bulls are boy cows and girls are girl cows. I guess that's true. So, I might remember that, I might not. I don't know. We're going to find out. I didn't know there was a difference between boy... Anyway, I'm talking in circles. Stop making fun of me. Alright. Question 1. Let's imagine that question 1 is talking about the boy cows, or the bulls. We need to keep the cows in a safe place so that they can roam and eat grass freely. So first thing we've got to do is put up a fence. I need to put up a fence post at 3, and then I need to go down 2 and over 1 to find the other fence posts. So down 2 over 1 here, 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 and here, or up to back 1 here. Okay, now I need to decide if I want a wooden fence or a barbed wire fence. If the cows eat on the fence line in this question, they're going to get sick because there's no underline here. Okay, so I'm going to do a dotted line. Now I'm going to take one of the sacrificial boy cows out. And, oh, I should be using blue. Hold on. Because we're talking about the boys. I'm going to put a blue here to remind myself. Blue, I want this blue. Okay, dotted line. Then I'm going to take my sacrificial blue cow out, let him test the grass and see how it goes. So I'm going to plug in the point 0 in for y, and 0 in for x. Negative 2 times 0 is 0. And 0 plus 3 is 3. And I ask myself, is it true that 0 is greater than 3? No, that is not true. So, that cow dies, and I know I need to put all of the rest of the boy cows over here on this side. Okay? Then, let's talk about the girl cows for a second. The girl cows were getting sick on a different part of the pasture. So, for the girl cows, my fence post is going to go here at negative 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, yeah. 1, 2, yeah, that's negative 4. And then we'll go up 1 over 2 to find the other posts. Up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Or down 1 back 2, down 1 back 2. Now the girls, it looks like would be safe to eat on the fence line because there's an underline here. So, we're going to draw a solid line here. Let's take our sacrificial girl cow and eat at the point 0, 0 to see if it's a good place to eat or not. 0 is less than 1/2 times 0 minus 4. 0 is less than or equal to 1/2, 0 minus 4. And we would get that 0 is less than or equal to negative 4, which is a false statement. That's almost like saying that 0 is colder than negative 4 degrees. That's not true. So that girl cow died also. It's been a very bad day for cows. So the only safe place for girl cows to eat is over here. Now as farmers, we want boy cows and girl cows to live together so that we can make more cows. You can ask your parents about that if you need to, but for this video, we're not going to focus so much on that. So it might be helpful with our system of equations here. We're going to put... we want to make a graph showing both where the boy cows and the girl cows can safely roam. So the best place, or the best way for me to do that is to put both of these graphs on the same graph. So I'm just going to go through that same process. I'm going to do it kind of quickly. I got to put in my fence posts, put in a dotted line, so the boy cows are safe over here. Then for the girl cows, I'm going to start at -4, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. We decided a solid fence would be good for that. Girl cows are safe to eat over here. Now the answer, the pairs of numbers that work for both equations, is this. We know that all of these pairs of numbers in this part of the graph would work for this equation here. We know that all of the pairs of numbers for this part of the graph would work in that equation there. So the pairs of numbers that would work for the system of equations would be all of this grass right here. This is the only place where both boy cows and girl cows can be eating safely. So that green spot is really the answer to that system of inequalities. All right, let's go on to the next part. Question 4. All right, let's say the girl cows can be safe with this equation, the boy cows are safe with that equation. So let's go ahead and graph them one at a time. So for the girl cows, we're going to put our first fence post at 4 and go up 2 over 1. We could also go down 2 back 1 to make sure we keep a straight fence. Looks like we need a barbed wire fence to keep them off of the fence line. They would not be safe eating on the fence line in this example. And let's take our least favorite girl cow and let her eat at the point 0, 0. So that would be 0 is greater than 0 plus 4. And 0 plus 4 is the number 4. Is it true that 0 is greater than 4? No, that is false. So that girl cow dies, and the only safe place for the girl cows to roam is over here. Alright, now let's talk about the boy cows. The boy cows are going to start our first fence post at -3. We're going to go down 3 over 1, or up 3 back 1. That one looks like a wooden fence would be safe, so we're going to put a wooden fence there. And let's take our boy cow and let him eat at the point 0, 0. -3 times 0 is 0. And 0 minus 3 is -3. Is it true that 0 is bigger than -3? Is it true that 0 degrees is warmer than -3? Well, yeah, that's true. The boy cow survived. It just happened that way. I wasn't intentionally killing girl cows and saving boy cows. Alright, so this is the safe place for the boy cows to roam. So the answer, and you want to make sure that I can really see this, is the space in between. This is the only safe place for both boy cows and girl cows to roam. Alright, I think the next question I'm going to do is question 6. So question 6, let's call this one the girl cows, this one's the boy cows, like that. Okay, so for the girl cows, put a fence post at 1, and then up 1 over 1 for the rest of the posts. Then, it looks like we could put a wooden fence, because there's an underline here, so the cows are safe to eat on that part of the fence, or that side. Then, let's take the girl to 0, 0 and see how well she does. Oops. So, I've got 0 is less than or equal to 0 plus 1. Is it true that 0 is less than or equal to 1? Well, yeah, that's totally true, so the girl cows are safe on this side of the fence. Now the boy cows, they're going to start at -1, but go up 1 over 1 for the rest of the posts. Looks like we can also put a wooden fence there. They're safe to eat on the line. And let's take our boy cow out and let him eat at the point 0, 0. So we got 0 is greater than or equal to 0 minus 1. Is it true that 0 is greater than -1? Yeah, that is true, because like 0 degrees is warmer than -1 degrees. So the boy cows, it looks like, are safe on this side of the pasture. And this narrow strip right here, this is where both the boy cows and the girl cows are safe to eat. Alright, let's go to the next page. Now on this next page, let's go to question 9. And to do question 9, you're going to have to solve your equations and put them in slope-intercept form. Alright, so I'm going to help you do that, and then I'm going to let you do the rest on your own. So let's start with this equation here. If I'm solving that equation for y is being multiplied by 2 and added by 3x. So we're going to do the opposite stuff backwards. So I'm going to start by subtracting 3x from both sides. So I've got 2y is less than or equal to 4 minus 3x. Then I'm going to divide all of these things by 2. I'm dividing by a positive number, so I don't need to flip the sign. And y is greater than or equal to negative 3/2 x plus 2. Okay, so you should be able to go ahead and graph that using our pasture idea. And for this one down here, y is being multiplied by 3 and added by 2x. I know I'm kind of doing this fast, but these are things that we've been doing since the beginning of the year. So if you need help solving these multivariable equations or whatever, you're welcome to go back and find homework assignments that were in Unit 2. That's where we did a lot of this stuff. Do the opposite stuff backwards. I'm going to start by subtracting 2x from both sides. So that would leave me with 3y is less than 6 minus 2x. Then I divide all of these things by 3, and I'm left with y is less than or equal to, okay, I'll break this one up into 2 steps. I did in the last problem. 2 minus 2/3 x. And then I want to swap those around to make it in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to get y is less than negative 2/3 x plus 2. Alright, so this is one of your equations in your system. This is the other equation of your system. Go ahead and graph those and figure out where it's safe for the boys and the girl cows to roam. Alright, just a heads up, similar idea down here, level 4 people. You're going to come up with 2 different equations. You're going to need to solve them for y, the way that we just did in question 9. And then you're going to want to label your graphs and things like that. Okay, I think the way that I was working on this, give me 1 second to look it up. I'm trying to figure out if I had where I had my potato salad and where I had my fruit salad. I think I said that in the question somewhere. Oh yeah. Okay, so your potato salad should be your x, and your fruit salad should be your y. So you're going to write 2 different equations using this part of it. This information will be one equation. This information will be the other equation. So level 4 students, you're trying to figure those out. All right, good luck. If you need any help, come see me, and I will talk to you later.